Hello and welcome to today's episode where we break down Peppermint Cookie and the topping guide of choice for you here today. Thank you for tuning in as we're underway for the brand new special episode and update on Mermaid's Tale here on CookieRun Kingdom. Now, if you got a question or comment throughout, do let me know because I love to hear from you. And on top of that, down below, you can find the timestamps where we will walk through Peppermint Cookie. We'll also give you the guide and the toppings of choice. We'll do a run with this cookie with the team as we always do and pull it all back for a retrospective and outtake. Now, additionally, you can feel free to swing by the Discord server and ask there. Thank you to the great community that we have there as well. All right, so here's what we got going on. Peppermint Cookie. This is a support cookie and a rear cookie in terms of your team. Now, a couple of big pieces here. This particular cookie does a lot of stuff. So the first thing here is the freshness of sea. It does have a 17-second cooldown, so pay attention for that. This cookie blows the conch shell to summon the peppermint whale. The refreshing sound of the shell heals the team, increasing their damage resistance and debuff resistance. So really nice buffs, reducing damage and reducing debuffs. The peppermint whale creates a wave dealing water type damage, so also deals damage to enemies in the front of it, and also heals the allies for an amount equal to the portion of the damage dealt. Now, fresh water brought by the whale covers the team with an HP shield. Also, Peppermint Cookie will briefly become resistant to interrupting effects while using the skill. Now, this cookie would have been amazing to have in the tropical raids because it breaks the cage. On top of that, the debuffs is huge as well. So here you got healing for 93% or 90% of attack, debuff resist for 35%, damage resistance for 15% roughly for 15 seconds. So that's why I was talking about the 17 seconds here. And then HP shield equal to 15% of max HP for 5 seconds. This peppermint wave damage is 600%. Obviously is going to pair very well with Sea Fairy as well. And then peppermint wave healing heals HP equal to 95% of peppermint wave damage dealt. Now, healing is capped at 200% of Peppermint Cookie's attack. So also don't forget about that one. So that's very important key stats. This thing does a lot of stuff. It's got a great debuff. It's got a great boost for your team on damage resistance. You get an HP shield, you get healing, and you get a really nice nuke in terms of damage there. What else could you want? Very excited about this. So which toppings should we employ and deploy on Peppermint Cookie? Well, here is what you should absolutely consider. So first off, you do want to use the new resonant toppings for Peppermint Cookie. However, we've just started, so we absolutely just want to make sure that you're aware of that and doing that with your team. What you should be on though is, and as I love doing this, is you are actually going to want to be on, let's see, 5 of these right here. Swift Chocolate. Absolutely, because what we're going to work on is reduce cooldown. That is going to be the key piece to focus on. Now, some additional strategies to consider with this is if this cookie is too squishy, something like PvP or even in PvE, the other opportunity here could be Solid Almond. And then additionally, one last one here is we do talk about that attack, and I'll come to this in a second. You could maybe consider the raspberry or even the apple in terms of getting additional buffs for your cookies from that perspective. However, this is the one that we recommend. This is going to reduce the cooldown on top of those things. So let's go ahead. We'll add these 5 to our cookie here, and then we'll go into the other piece that will be absolutely important for you to consider as well. All right, let's see if we got this one here. That's a little bit better, and we got more here. Okay. So the first thing that you absolutely want to focus on here in terms of those bonus effects, attack is something that you're going to want. That increases that healing that we talked about. Now, additionally, on the squishiness, damage resistance is going to be key, and additionally, cooldown is key. Those are all going to be very, very important things. And I would also consider Amplify Buff. So those are all key items. Additionally, health and defense is always really, really nice. In particular for survivability. So those are kind of the rank 1, rank 2 bonus effects that you should be thinking through for your particular Peppermint Cookies topping build and getting into a little bit more detail. So again, here we have attack, we got Amplify Buff and cooldown, all key things that are really nice to have. Here again, more attack. Ooh, here we got defense, debuff resist, and cooldown. So survivability and more cooldown, debuff resist, damage resist, and defense. So again, helping with the squishiness. Cooldown, attack speed, crit. So really cooldown on this one. And then additionally here, crit, attack, and debuff resist. So all in, maybe close to something like a 7.5 out of 10 in terms of this particular setup. But obviously things that you can tweak for your CookieRun team and this particular Peppermint Cookie. So again, just to review, we talked about the toppings, we talked about the resident, we also talked about the key pieces here. Now it's time for us to go and take Peppermint out for a stroll with the team. We absolutely love doing this. We got all kinds of guides for you here on the channel to check out. However, we always go to Hall of Enlightenment 829, because this is where it all really matters and begins. And we got our 2 cookies here. So we'll leave lemonade there because it's a fun one. Let's go ahead. We'll go find our debuff friend and buff healer here. Peppermint Cookie. You're always at the back. There you go. And we'll remove this one. All right. So our 2 teams should be able to make it through. Let's go ahead and be just fine. We're gonna bridge between the Rockstar, the Summer Soda, as well as our stuff here. So here's what this is gonna look like. Oh, 9 seconds. So let's see if this stuff is gonna stick a little bit longer than that and get a stack. So there's no stacks. So that's something to pay attention to. You have the debuff and you have the damage resist. So essentially, on this particular cooldown strategy, you constantly have your 15-second debuff and damage resist on lock. Now, the one reason why you continue to stay on this is going to be the key portion here, which is really about heals. Let's go get this in. Boom. There we go. 200,000 damage. So that is Peppermint Cookie at the finest. Thank you for that, Black Lemonade. All right, let's go ahead and pull this all back here for you today. So again, we reviewed the new cookie here, Peppermint Cookie. We broke down this particular cookie, the moveset, the skill set, and the why. Again, big considerations here. If you can tweak this stuff enough, you can certainly get your time down to 15 seconds. But again, focusing on that heal, if you're going to make that a priority, if you make this a second support cookie in your team, you may want to consider some of those other alternatives that we did discuss. But again, this is the primary strategy that you can run with Peppermint Cookie here. Now, with that, we did that run with the team as well. So that concludes our topping guide here for you for Peppermint Cookie. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you have a question, if you have a comment, let me know. I love to hear from you and would love to see you in the Discord server as well. Lastly, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your support always. I appreciate the likes and the subs as we grow this amazing community. We have a ton of great CookieRun Kingdom content here for you on the channel and more coming all the time. With that, best of luck. We'll see you out there in the Mermaid's Tale. Take care.